Kenya's President William Ruto bows to pressure and withdraws controversial financial bill after 28 people were killed in deadly protests.
Because I run a government, but I also lead people.
Hi guys, you're welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Boyos Network. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you all, depending on where you are watching from, and thank you for stopping by. Wow, this is what I call democracy. President Ruto has proven that he is a leader for the people, not against the people. A leader that listens to the people shows that the voice of the people matters a lot. All right, let's go back to the news. Kenya's president has announced that he will withdraw a finance bill containing a controversial tax hike after deadly protests that saw Parliament set ablaze on Tuesday, June 25th. In his address to the nation, he said that it was clear that Kenyans want nothing to do with the bill. Listening to the people of Kenya who have said loudly that they don't want nothing to do with this finance bill 2024, I concede. And therefore, I will not sign the 2024 finance bill, and it shall subsequently be withdrawn. The people have spoken, he said in the televised address. At least 22 people were killed on Tuesday protests, according to the state-funded Kenyan National Commission on Human Rights. Mr. Ruto said he would now enter into dialogue with young people who were at the front of the biggest protests to hit the country since he was elected in 2022. That is a good one. This is a very good one. At least if not for anything, you should dialogue with them. You don't just come up with policies upon policies without knowing how it's going to affect your people. As we all know that this bill was passed by the parliament on Tuesday, despite the nationwide demonstration against it. The people were actually against it, yet they went ahead and passed the bill. The protesters broke into the parliament, they vandalized the interiors and set some parts of the complex on fire. Even the ceremonial maze, which symbolizes the authority of the legislature, was also stolen. What actually took place in Kenya was not funny, and a lot of people reacted to that. Wajiri Nderu, the head of International Society for Human Rights, told BBC that what was experienced during the protests was like they were at war. He said that the police were using live ammunition even before the parliament was breached. Can you imagine? Even the Catholic bishop, they also condemned the actions of the security force and earnestly appealed to the police not to shoot at the protesters, while also urging the protesters to remain peaceful. The Law Society of Kenya also called on international criminal investigators to help family quest for justice, saying that it had reports that the soldiers were engaging protesters in the parliament. Then also the UN Secretary General Antonio said he was deeply saddened by the report of the deaths and injuries. All right, that is for the news. Back to the comment section, we find out that Kenyans are actually blessed. This thing cannot happen in Nigeria. It cannot happen in Nigeria because the problem Nigerians have are the Nigerians. Why it will not happen in Nigeria is because Nigerians don't come out to protest with one mind. Inside where they are protesting, you will see some people, they will be campaigning, Igbo said this, some Hausa said this, some Yoruba said this. They are already divided. After being divided by religion, politicians are still there, paying some of them to do some kind things because they don't want the person in power. That is the problem Nigerians have. So in as much as Nigerians are saying, hey, we want something like this to happen in Nigeria, it can never happen in Nigeria because you Nigerians, you don't have one mind. You don't love yourself. So how do you expect something like that to happen? You don't expect your leaders to listen to you when your leaders know that once they just bribe you or give you money, you will shut up. If the youth of Nigeria decide to come out now to protest because of what is actually happening in Nigeria, before you know, some of them will be paid off. And once they are paid off, those ones that are being paid off will work against the other ones. So what are you fighting for? Nigerians don't have what to fight for. That is the problem Nigerians are having. We have bad leaders everywhere. Leaders that don't think about the future of Nigeria, how Nigeria is going to get better. Why? I will tell you. It's because you Nigerians, you don't even know where you are going to. You don't know where you are going to. These people, they cried with one voice. They did not cry because they are Hausas, they are Northerners, they want power, they are Igbos, they are Easterners. No, they did not cry because of that. They cried because they needed a change. There is hardship everywhere. That is the reason why they cried. Nigerians need to break from this mentality that change can only come from their region. They should believe that even from other region, something good can still come up. Something good can still come out. So it is time for Nigerians to come out as one Nigeria, not as Igbo, as Hausa, as Yoruba, and fight. As far as they are not united as a country, they are just wasting their time. So, my fellow people, it's high time Nigerians come out and know that this is only through protest you hold a responsible government accountable over the world. Nigerian youth, they should understand that and come out, cry in one voice if they want to, if they must. If they know they are only coming out because one PDP is there to sponsor it, they should forget about it. Or they want to cry because they want the power to come to their own region, they should forget about it. Once they continue that way, which they have been doing all these years, nothing good will come out of it. So, my fellow people, I'm going to drop it here. I would like to hear from you. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up and also drop your comment in the comment section. Thank you very much.
Because I run a government, but I also lead people. And the people have spoken. I am grateful to all the members of the National Assembly who voted yesterday affirmatively for the Finance Bill 2024 as amended on the floor of the House to incorporate the views generated through public participation. And following the passage of the bill, the country witnessed widespread expression of dissatisfaction with the bill as passed, regrettably resulting in the loss of life, destruction of property, and disintegration of constitutional institutions. On my own behalf, and on behalf of these members and many other Kenyans, I send my condolences to the families of those who lost their loved ones in this very unfortunate manner. Consequently, having reflected on the continuing conversation around the content of the Finance Bill 2024, and listening keenly to the people of Kenya who have said loudly that they want nothing to do with this Finance Bill 2024, I concede, and therefore I will not sign the 2024 Finance Bill, and it shall subsequently be withdrawn, and I have agreed with these members that that becomes our collective position.